Joining me now, Michigan Democrat Congresswoman Debbie Dingell. Congresswoman, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Good to be with you.
All of a sudden, Michigan is it feels like it's a bigger state than normal. It's got the most delegates, and this could absolutely be the make or break moment. Joe Biden's momentum has been amazing, one for the record books. How do you see it going down?
You know, I'm going to remind you that this is the first time Michigan's been make or break it. I predicted 4 years ago that Bernie would win Michigan when people thought I was careful in saying it because nobody wanted to hear it. And it did happen, and that changed the dynamics of that presidential campaign for the rest of the year for Democrats. And everybody, I don't believe polls. I think they're, a snap in time. But all those polls said that Hillary Clinton was going to win the election 4 years ago, and we know who's president now. I think it's a competitive race in Michigan. I think Joe Biden, I love both of these men. I've known them both. Joe Biden was one of John Dingell's best friends. He saved the auto industry, was there for me when John got sick, his funeral. This is the man I'm close to, but I've also worked with Bernie, and I'm a Medicare for All person. My father-in-law was the author of Social Security and the first person to ever introduce it. So these are both really personal, emotional issues. So I know that both men are good men. And I think at this point, I have been from the beginning focused on November. Last year, we got too torn apart as a party. We tore at each other instead of looking at what mattered. And for this country, November matters, and I'm part of pulling them together. Well,
I saw, and of course, some of the wonderful remarks that Joe Biden said on behalf of your husband, and I know that they were great friends. And I've been going through some of your old Facebook stuff, and you and Bernie Sanders worked on a lot of things, and you always welcomed them to your state to help on health care issues. So you have no problem then saying, I'm not going to endorse either candidate. Is this something you think maybe the rest of the Democratic Party should start to consider? Because I think there's a real feeling of unhappiness. Once again, we're greeted with news that the rules have changed, this time ostensibly to keep Tulsi Gabbard out of the next debate. The rules were changed to let Mike Bloomberg into the contest. And a lot of people along the way are getting frustrated. And I think it's going to have a detrimental impact in November for the party, if nothing else, on turnout.
I'm very worried about it. I think that we need to pull together. I remember how ugly it was 4 years ago and how it was vitriolic, and a lot of people stayed home, and their votes matter. And so I'm really focused on how we're going to try to bring us all together. I can't tell what's going to happen in Michigan. I think Senator Sanders is in my district a lot. When I leave here, he's in my hometown of Dearborn today. He's doing a big rally in Ann Arbor tomorrow night with all the young people and doing a town hall with all of you in my district Monday night with Fox. So I suspect he may win my district, but statewide, Senator Biden will be arriving on Monday. A lot of the members of the Black Caucus are doing surrogate work this weekend. It's going to be competitive in this state. At the end of this, we got to come together. That's one of the other reasons. Besides, I know both men. I'm focused on November because I think the future of this country is at stake. The freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of press are all issues that we've really got to worry about. Making sure that policy decisions are being based on scientific evidence.
Right.
That's what I think this election's about.
Well, Congresswoman, before I let you go, then, do you think if Bernie does not win Michigan and he suffers more setbacks on Tuesday, how does the party get him into the fold while not adopting his signature parts of his signature platform?
So, when we say get into the fold, or are they going to be like, I think everybody's got to keep talking and coming together. I'm not going to give up. My father-in-law introduced the first universal health care bill, Medicare for All, in the early 40s. We got Medicare in 65 because of that work. We're going to keep that work going, and I'm committed to keeping that work going. But I'm going to work hard for whoever the candidate is. And if you don't have visions, you're never going to get there.
The establishment in your party, though, seems to have rejected Medicare for All for now. We'll see what happens. But we always appreciate your honesty, and we really do. We'll see you again here real soon. Thank you very much, Congresswoman.
Look forward to it. Thank you.